Hi everybody, in EDU 271. I'm Susan Baxter, your instructor for this summer, and I look forward to working with you and getting to know you better. I wanted to make an introductory video to provide an overview for our very quick moving summer semester. So EDU 271 is educational technology. We have early childhood students in this class, school-age students, and lateral entry students. So quite a mixed batch. Hopefully you all get to meet each other in the introductory forum found in Module 1. So let's take a look at the course. My course is currently set up in a way that would look as if I had not yet taken my MOCA. So if you're watching this video, you have taken the MOCA. So kind of ignore the fact that some of the things may look a little bit grayed out. Additionally, because I'm the faculty member for the course, some of the buttons look slightly different than yours may, but hopefully you'll be able to catch on very quickly and navigate your way around. So the first thing that I want to point out is my contact information is always right here in the left-hand part of your screen with my phone number and my email address. Actually, I do have a direct down number as well as the school number. The direct down number is on the syllabus that I'm going to show you in a minute. Speaking of the syllabus, it is right here, right at the beginning of the course, as well as the course schedule. We're going to open both of those and look at them in a minute. Before I do, I want to point out announcements. I make lots of announcements in online classes because that's my way to communicate with you. There's a button that I can click when I make an announcement that sends it to you in the form of an email as well as posting to the announcements. I always do that so that you should be getting this information in the form of both email and then they are stored there as announcements. So you can't always go back to the announcements to see them, but they should also come to you in the form, again, as an email in your SCC email account. Let's jump to the course syllabus. Again, you have this in the course. Here's that contact information again with my office hours, my direct dial number, my email address, as well as Marion Pope, distance learning coordinator, and her direct dial number and her email as well. Feel free to reach out to her if you have areas of concern specific to Moodle or technology. Say you tried to reset your password and you're having issues with that, you can do that online, but perhaps it isn't working for you. That would be a good time to reach out to somebody like that who has the ability to help you with that. I don't. Just definitely reach out anytime you need help, have concerns. I am here Monday through Thursday. I come in at 8 in the morning. I leave roughly 3:30. I think it's more like 3:30 every day. So Monday through Thursday. I am not here on Fridays. So pretty much any time of the day. I take a very short half-hour lunch every day, Monday through Thursday, roughly around 12 o'clock to 12:30. So other than that, you should be able to catch me. Again, phone, email, or stop by. I do have to attend a lot of meetings on campus, so if you were going to stop by, I do usually recommend calling and just making sure I'm not in a meeting so you don't spend precious gas money to come and then I'm in a meeting. So scrolling down through the syllabus, our course description is here. Our learning outcomes are here. I do want to take a moment to talk about the required textbook. The textbook that we actually order for the bookstore is a loose leaf textbook that is bundled with an access code. And we order it that way because it's the cheapest possible price for the students. But you do not need the access code, and you can use the second edition of that textbook in any format whatsoever. So it could be a hard copy, it could be the loose leaf, it could be the e-reader copy. You just get yourself the cheapest version you can find. We order the cheapest we can find for the students, which happens to be a bundle with an access code, but you do not need the access code. So I do like to point that out, so just in case you see it in our bookstore, even if you're looking online, that it comes with an access code, you don't have to have that. You could also rent the book from like an Amazon or the book publisher Cengage, and for an 8-week semester it is pretty inexpensive. So definitely I fully understand and encourage the bargain hunting by all means. The students with disability statement, please know that if you have a disability that would require that we make accommodations to your learning this semester, please contact Dr. Tanita Smith, and her information is there on the screen for you. She will then in turn contact me and tell me what kind of accommodations I should be making for you for this course. So all of that information is there for you. Next, it does talk about your SCC Office 365 email account. That is how I will communicate with you this summer for this course. And I do like to point out that sometimes when you send a Moodle message, it will go to my email, and if it comes to my email, I usually respond immediately in my email, and then it goes to your email. So if you send a Moodle message, also check your email that your response might come there. Attendance policy, please know, if you're watching this, I'm sure you've already done the mocha, but please know that anytime you have an assignment and it's late, you're going to lose points. 10% of the total value of points are lost each day it's late. Once it's been late 5 days, it turns into a 0. That 0 also counts as an absence. Once you have 15% absence for the total number of assignments, then that is considered overcutting for the class, and you can be dropped for the class. If some kind of special situation is going on, you need to make me aware of that so that I can try to work with you. And but you do need to be aware of what the policy is. Let's see. I've talked to you about all of that. Okay, moving on. Withdrawal. Up to the 70% of the semester, which for this class is June 25th, 2018, you can withdraw from the class and receive a grade of W. After June 25th, whether you're passing or failing the class, you get an F if you withdraw past that point, or if I drop you after that point. So I like to refer to June 25th, the 70% point, as the all-in day. You need to be absolutely sure that you're all in till the end of the semester if you are in at that point. If there's any reason that I have concerns for you, I make sure I reach out to you by email. So again, very important that you read your email. I will reach out to you prior to that date. That includes if it's your grades. Now, if you're in jeopardy because of grades, but you have not overcut the class, I cannot drop you. All I can do is make you aware and give you the opportunity to make the decision of if you may want to withdraw. But again, I cannot drop you. So I will reach out though if we have any of those kind of concerns. If not, of course, I would much rather see everybody stay in and complete the class and do well. Academic misconduct and plagiarism, please make sure you read over that. Those are just fancy terms that basically are talking about cheating. You do fail for cheating. So please, please, please be sure that you have looked at this and understand it so that that does not become an issue for you. If you are not clear or do not understand it, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm more than happy to explain it to you. It is always better to ask in advance so I can go over it with you than for you to guess, turn an assignment in, have guessed wrong, and then have to face some kind of a penalty like that. That would not be good. The next part of the syllabus is usually something kind of important to students, and that is how in the world are we going to get your grade? So you'll see that there are a total of up to 1,000 possible points in this class, and you want 900 or more if you want an A, 800 to 899 for a B. You can see it there. So it's pretty simple math when we're based off of 1,000 points. And then here are the actual assignments. There are no longer 26. I need to fix that. I changed it just this semester, so the 26 is not right. There are 12 chapter reviews at 20 points each, 2 discussion forums, 5 online assignments, a midterm, and a final. So there's only 21. I got rid of some of the assignments this semester. So and I will fix that and update the syllabus and the course as soon as I'm done with this video. So there are all your points and there are all your assignments. So here are your table of contents, some other information that you can look over, but I'm not going to spend the time on the video to go through all of this with you. So the next thing I want to pull up, which is also of critical importance to you, is our due dates. So because this is a 200 level course, and again, it is a very fast-paced summer, I do not put a due date in this class for each individual assignment. Instead, I put a due date for each module. And I do this so that you do not have so many to keep up with, because literally it would be several per week. Basically, as you can see, this still makes for a due date per week, even by doing it by the module. So how this works is, this is the content, this is the module, there's 6 modules. This is the reading that goes in the module, the assignments that you're turning in for each module, and then the due date for the module. If you know that you have things going on in the summer, and I hope you do, I hope you have lots of great fun plans this summer, and let's say you know you're going to be on vacation during this time, please know that everything in that module is already open right now today. So you can go on ahead and work ahead, and you could turn in June 13th's work on June 7th if you want, so that you can go on vacation, enjoy that vacation, and not have to fret about that work that's due on June 13th. So that is something that I do want you to be aware of, but you can't turn it in late without all of those repercussions that I just talked about when we were going over the syllabus. So if you want to have some time off during the summer at some point because you're traveling or you have some family obligations, that's fine. You need to work ahead, not behind. So, excuse me, I hope that helps. And then again, these are all of the assignments at one glance in one place for the entire summer semester. The midterm and the final are slightly separate because you do need Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 in order to prepare for the midterm, so they are slightly behind those modules. Same thing with the final exam. Let's go back to the course now. Excuse me. I do want to show you how each module is set up. So each module begins with a task list, and then they have a reading folder, and then the items that need turned in. So let's go to Module 1 task list just for the sake of demonstration. They are all set up exactly the same. They basically say read, and then it tells you exactly what you need to read, and then it says turn in, and it tells you exactly what you need to turn in, and then it tells you what the due date of when those need to be turned in by. Okay, so it's very, very simple. This all matches this course schedule that I've already showed you. So you'll see May 30th for these 2 assignments, and then when you're back here in your course, you can see May 30th for those 2 assignments. So it should match, but this is breaking it down in small chunks. The other one was the big 10,000 foot view of the entire course. So the other thing that I will be doing once we kind of all get started and we've taken the mocha and we can clean the course up a little bit, is I will also be highlighting the module that we're in. So it will look like this. In fact, this should be able to stay highlighted. It'll look a little better though once we're all in. And then when we move to Module 2, and that's where the current due date is, I'll be highlighting. Again, you can move ahead because you don't want to be behind. So everything that I've told you to read, you'll open the reading folder, you'll find it there in the reading folder. And then anything that you need to turn in is below the reading folder where you turn in. When you come to reading 2, Module 2, you're going to find it looks the same way. There's that task list. When you open it again, it tells you what to read, what to turn in, it tells you when it's due. And then it shows you, here's the reading folder. That's where you're going to find what to read. Other than your textbook. Of course, you're going to read your textbook too. I don't want to make you feel like you don't read your textbook. But there's where you're going to read. Then here's the stuff you're turning in. So again, it is set up, you will see Module 3 looks exactly the same, Module 4 looks exactly the same, 5 and 6. So they all look exactly the same. So I hope this gives you just a quick, easy introduction to the course. I hope you will feel comfortable. I also hope if you have any questions or concerns,